carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Looking downfield for Jones. He's got a man complete. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Carr. And he slings one that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr looking downfield for Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Field goal, a 58-yard attempt.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple of yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. The big fella. The 20.
Got no feet.
And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Carl Nassib in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Now he'll hit. Oh, he coughed it up, and the Raiders pick it up. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
First and goal.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Here's Jacobs. And the Raiders are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And right side, they're going to go option here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. He's got the lane, and there he goes.
In your face!
That all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
Harrison Butker.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Carr now on first down. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. When I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Check. 15.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 17 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, it held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
This is caught at the 20.
What a play!
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that. And one play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
I'm coming.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Carl Nassib. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. 21. Check 53.
Shotgun now for Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off down at the 10. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Carl Nassib make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Mike, check 33.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Mahomes will try again on second down. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
44-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
It's a big place in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and 10 at the 20.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Maurice Hurst in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on third and very long.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
On third and long, it's Mahomes. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Brought down right.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And he's into the clear. 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Mike check 33. 33. Hey, 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 hey. Watch the ship. Hey, Ripley. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time. That'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Hey, Sunday, on Sunday. Mike, 53. Mike. Watch the curve.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score Raiders 49, Chiefs 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Say, ain't no way. Check 26. Check 26.
Operating from the gun. Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Down. 180. 53 is the light. They're not ready. White Monday down. They're not ready for this.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
At the Chiefs' 5-yard line.
Check 53's light. Check 53's light. Hey, check. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Here we are. Kill. Here we got Mike.
From the gun, Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Intercepted. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. A nice gain of 21 yards. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, if you got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
They might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game, it could very well turn out to be the shocker of the weekend. Not too many expecting them to come in here and win. And they're not just winning, they're dominating. And now trying to finish this one off. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go, team.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Anthony Hitchens brought him down. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Las Vegas.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got some space here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Carr going to look to throw. The left side completion to Jones.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check pass. Check pass. 734. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Austin McGinnis on for the field goal.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket, completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And that's a 32-yard line.
On first down, Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. That's always puzzled me a little bit.
21.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they will be back home next week for a date with Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Yeah. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa?